What is up, Disc Golf World? We are back with the Final 12 coverage of the 2019 Veterans Park Open. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I'm here with Bobby Cox.
What's up, everyone?
And we are your commentators for this final round. And so far, we've got a pretty close race going between Kota and Luke Humphreys. They have been within one stroke, if not tied, for the majority of the round. So, going into this round, Kota's only got a one-stroke lead on Luke Humphreys, who is sitting at 21 under par. Kota at 22. GT Hancock is sitting at 12 under par. And then Nolan Greider is sitting at 15. So, got a little race going for third place as well. I think Greg Barsby's making some moves on Chase Card. So,
yeah, he is.
We shall see where all the roads lead. Hole 13, this is a par 3. It is 613 feet. They have moved this one back. The tee pad, that is, so makes it a lot longer. You're really just trying to pump out something far. That's really all there is to this
with
one.
Nothing in the way.
Yeah, and try and leave yourself with as short of an upshot as possible, because there's really no getting to this basket. It's open, it's slightly uphill, but it is 613 feet. So these guys are really just going to be trying to get as close as possible, take their 3, and move on to the next hole.
Yeah, I'd almost like to see a little bit more of a strict OB on this one.
Yeah, definitely. With how open this hole is,
Although,
it's definitely.
I'm about to say GT almost found it. Not really.
Yeah.
And you can tell it is just ripping wind out there.
Nolan gets it up there. He should have a pretty short upshot.
Yeah, and I'm guessing Nolan's in complete attack mode at this point of the round.
Yeah.
Knowing that he didn't really have a real good shot of winning this thing, but trying to get third, take home as much money as possible, and just grind it out.
Yep. Yeah, this basket is newly elevated, so it's you really want to be as
tapping
close
in.
as possible. Yeah, you want to be
Yes.
tapping in for sure on your second shot, or after your second shot on your third.
Now, do you prefer, for like a super long drive, do you prefer a headwind or a tailwind? I know, like,
Tailwind all day.
well, I know I want to say Billy Lund prefers a headwind.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why, but
Interesting.
it just feels more comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, if you got the right disc, and if you know that disc and what it'll do in that headwind, just whatever your preference is.
Yeah. GT with a nice shot, still a little bit
short.
farther than he wants.
Yeah.
Kota keeping his nice and low. Beautiful.
Great shot.
Then he needs to hang on.
And that settles. Here is GT for his 3.
Oh,
Oh.
No.
Those are so weird. Those
They're
putts.
almost like unbelievable. It's like,
Yeah.
how did that just happen to my disc?
Yeah, it like wedged into the back left cage and then just popped back out.
Yeah, it's kind of like a grind in skateboarding. Just kind of
Yeah.
rode that cage.
Yep. Nolan makes good for the par. Here is Kota for the par. That'll do. Staying at 22, under par. Luke taking the unfortunate bogey, and Kota's now got that 2-stroke lead that he wanted last hole.
Yeah.
So, nice little cushion going here into the last 11 holes. GT with an unfortunate bogey.
I mean, he's trying to fight back
Yeah,
after that rough, shaky start.
yeah. Hole 14, this is a par 3. It is 549 feet. This hole carries slightly uphill the entire way, and then you have the basket tucked right here. There is OB long of the basket, which I wouldn't assume would worry these guys. We did see Kota put it about 35, 40 feet out during the second round.
Nico as well.
And Nico put it past the basket.
Yeah.
So,
but he's on this car, so we don't have to worry about him
right.
going OB deep.
Yeah. But yeah, this is really just a super open. if you get the 2, great. If you don't, a 3 is not bad. You're pretty much joining the rest of the field with a 3.
Yeah, and I knew Coda has a bomb. Trust me, I've seen it multiple times. But I really didn't think that it was possible for him to reach this basket. And whenever he did, it just blew my mind.
Yeah, and they had the perfect wind, too,
They
that
did.
day. They had that kind of left to right, forward crosswind,
Yeah.
you know.
Just kind of get something a little bit
Tailwind,
flippy. And
yeah.
And Coda gets a little bit too much turn on his disc. He's going to be a little bit short right, having to throw an upshot up there. And GT's kind of going to be in the same area. A little bit more centered.
It'll be an easy upshot from there.
Yeah, that must be a pretty strong headwind because everyone's disc is flipping up quite a bit.
Yeah, Luke's gone way right there.
Great up.
He'll be tapping in for 3.
Yeah, he's been putting those forehand upshots real close this round.
Yeah. I mean, that's really what's been keeping him in contention.
Yeah. Coda will be tapping in for his par.
Nolan giving it a little
Ooh,
run.
That was nasty. With the rock.
Yeah. And GT laying up as well.
Yeah, this is a pretty darn easy 3, not going to lie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're not 3 in this one, you're losing a stroke to the entire field.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool how like this course brings in all kinds of different types of holes. You know, you got some wooded holes, some wide open, a lot like
Bombers.
really elevated holes, some
Yeah.
shorter ones. Yeah, it's really awesome.
You got the blind shots. It's a really good mix.
It is.
All right, hole 15. This is a par 4. It's 536 feet. You have the Mando flag. You cannot go inside of this flag here, so you do have to play the wide hyzer around the right side. You want to try and throw something a little bit more overstable to get yourself further left into this window up to the basket. If you go too far straight, you'll have a lot more trees to contend with on your upshot. So, like I said, just stay further left, and then you'll most likely have a pretty easy 3.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know that was a Mando. I was like, during the rounds, I was trying to figure out why no one was getting aggressive going over that parking lot.
Yeah,
That
'cause
totally
it's there,
explains it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, why are these guys playing it so safe?
yeah.
Now I know.
Yep. They didn't want anybody hitting any cars.
Makes total sense.
Oh yeah.
If you want to keep having this tournament at this park, you gotta keep those cars safe.
Coda getting a nice amount of skip, and that'll work. GT going a little bit wider.
Yeah, getting pretty conservative there.
Yeah.
Hopefully that won't make his upshot that much more difficult.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of trees in the way, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees. He's gonna have. I mean, he's either gonna have a slight flex forehand or a spike hyzer over the top. So we'll see what he goes for there.
Oh, and Luke missed out on a big skip there. Kind of just dug in the ground. Coming up much shorter than he was wanting to be.
Yeah. Yeah, and GT. I remember him. He was debating between that big spike hyzer
Oh, was he?
or the flex shot, and ended up going with the flex shot forehand.
And regretting it probably immediately.
Yeah. Luke puts it right there within 10 feet. This is looking a little wide from Coda.
Ooh.
Yeah, and finds that little awkward ridge there, and he gets an anti-skip to the left, so not the ideal positioning, but that's a makeable putt for him. Nolan almost dunking.
Are you
this one on a
surprised, though?
skip.
Are you? I mean, he's been doing this all tournament. Just
Yeah.
pinpoint accuracy on his upshots.
Oh, yeah. And GT still going to be a little short there. Makeable putt. But
Ooh, he needed that.
yeah. Coda moving to 23 under par.
Nice par save.
We'll stay at 11 under par. Nolan Greider for the birdie. Puts it in there. He is 16 under par now. Luke taking the birdie as well to keep himself 2 back of Coda. And we are on to hole 16. This is a par 4, 685 feet. There is a tree like last round, exact same hole as last round. There is the yellow tape wrapped around the tree, which plays as a Mando, so you do have to stay right of that. Once you get around this tree, you have a forehand upshot or a spike hyzer, depending on where you're at on the fairway, to take your 3. But this hole's not easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, pretty much like anywhere you land, as long as you make that Mando, you're gonna have some type of shot, whether it's the low forehand or the big spike hyzer of the trees on the right. Yeah, you just gotta figure out where you want to land.
Yeah.
See a lot of guys play it ultra safe on this right side, and Nolan doesn't miss it yet.
Yeah, he doesn't miss the Mando, so he'll be pitching around the tree most
Yes.
likely.
And there's not even really room to do like a forehand roller.
No, not at all.
You just gotta just toss that thing past that tree.
Yep. Coda keeps his nice and wide.
Yeah,
and
that's the play right there.
yeah.
He'll have some options. We got Luke, so smooth. And actually outdrives Coda by about 5 feet.
He'll be in a similar position. GT, that
Yeah,
is
and
turning on him.
He did the same thing last round as well.
Yeah.
Just making that upshot just that much longer.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to have nothing but a spike hyzer from up there, which is what he's going for here.
Yeah, he executed it really well. Second round, let's see if he can do it again.
It looks like there's going to be some conflicting wind to that line.
Kind of just
and
pushed it back.
Yeah, pushed it back and down really quickly.
Yeah.
So he's going to be left with about 50 feet there.
See if Coda can make an adjustment off of that. This is looking pretty tasty.
Yeah, he puts more hyzer on that one, and yeah, he's about 25 feet. Luke going for the spike hyzer as well.
Just didn't quite get it up high enough.
Yeah, that's going to be well short. Nolan just pitching around the tree.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he actually missed it off the drive or if he can do what he just did. And took a while. It took about 3 people coming to that conclusion where he did not miss it.
Yeah. Luke just laying up for the par. Here's Nolan.
Whoa. Look at that floatiness.
Run that back.
So beautiful.
Perfect putt from Nolan. That's a great par save right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm
Got
sure he'll
GT from a similar distance.
for his
birdie.
bogey all day.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
back to back?
Yeah. I was just about to say.
You got to love that.
Oh, yeah.
Hitting it with authority.
Nolan and GT both with great putts. GT taking the birdie. He likes that one.
And he knew he missed an opportunity there.
Yeah, that's a huge mistake from Coda. That was going to give him 3 strokes on Luke. Going into the last 6 holes here. Or 8 holes, actually. And that's really unfortunate. Taking the par. Still 7 under for the round. Hole 17. This is a par 3, 226 feet. The easiest hole out here. If you're not birdieing this one,
What are you doing?
You are, yeah. What are you even doing?
Why are you even out here?
Yeah. There's a forehand skip shot around the left side. Then there is the hyzer gap, which GT is taking here. And just want to get it out there through the gap, skip it up, just like GT has done here. Leave yourself with a little tap-in birdie.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the play. I mean, I can see a thumber being pretty reliable as well, but just that slight hyzer with the skip is definitely the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
And didn't Coda take the thumber out last round?
The last round, yeah.
Okay.
But this time he's opting
Scooby?
for
That looks like a Scooby to me. Was it not? Was it just a straight up?
Sure, it might have been a hyzer. Yeah, I think it was a hyzer.
You guys can rewind that back and correct me. Oh yeah, a little CTP action.
Coda tapping in the birdie, moving to 24 under par, 8 under par for the round. Playing super solid. 8 under par with 7 holes to go. That is great.
That's
you got 7. Yeah.
I dream of that.
Oh yeah. GT tapping in the birdie, I would assume.
Shout out to the gallery that kept on growing as we went on through this round.
Yeah.
Really supportive guys back there.
Yeah, they're big fans of the local guys. Anytime the local guys made a putt, you heard a roar. Every time. Hole 18, this is a par 3. It is 275 feet, very downhill. This is a tricky hole as it is a blind shot off the tee. So these guys are going to be throwing a hyzer over the trees on the right side and try and spike it near the basket. There's kind of a skinny forehand line as well, but I haven't seen anybody take it as thus far.
I feel like I would take it, but yeah, like you said, no one seems to be taking it, so I'm guessing that's the difficult line.
Yeah. And GT is going to be on the back side of that tree there. That's not going to be a fun spot.
Yeah, with this hole, you're just a couple feet off on your drive to be in like the worst spot ever.
Yeah.
You got to be really careful.
And Nolan going with the thumber.
Yeah. He's out in the open. He's going to be a little bit short, but he'll have an open look at it.
Yeah, that's a putt.
That's successful for this hole for sure.
Yeah.
That Coda's going thumber as well.
Yeah, and this is a great line. Oh, but he found the tree and rolls back into the rough. He might have a little window there through that gap, but we will see.
Oh, here we go.
Here's a little forehand.
Nope, I thought that was going lower.
No, he's going with a more spiky forehand.
He's be kind of over there by Coda. A little bit more pin high.
Yeah. Coda
just didn't quite get the turn on it.
No. GT, we actually, I think we might have missed GT's first putt. He blew past the basket, and that was for his 3, so he'll be tapping in for 4. But
little step putt here from Luke.
Yeah, from the rough.
Yeah.
Gaining a stroke back on Coda. He is now 23 under par. And that was literally hyzered right around the chains.
Yeah.
Like, it couldn't have been any more close than that.
Exactly. Coda cleaning up his par. He'll stay at 24 under par.
Nolan cleaning it up as well. And it's going to be GT with an unfortunate bogey. Kind of having a contemplative moment there.
We've all been there.
He's praying to the disc golf gods, just like, why?
He's staying pretty calm compared to what I'd be doing right now.
Right. Hole 19, this is a par 4. It is 625 feet. They have moved this one back as well. It's a little bit further back and left, so you're trying to throw a hyzer really down to where the shadow of the trees start to cast on the fairway. That landing zone right there is ideal, and then from there you have a simple little 100-foot upshot to take your birdie. We might see a couple guys go for it here.
Would you go roller here? I feel like you would.
Probably not.
Why?
It's like
Why would you not take a roller here?
there's a lot of trees, and you have that Mando on the left side, and yeah, it's
Okay.
just a lot safer to throw a hyzer out to the open,
I feel you. Nolan getting some big time air here. Fortunately, hitting a tree. He'll be in a decent spot though.
Coda's going to be in a good spot as well, it looks like.
Yeah, these holes are so fun to throw. Just looking downhill, just full power, see where it
Yeah.
goes.
Oh, and that is a mistake from Luke right there. He has left himself with a solid 80 feet left for his birdie.
And Nolan with not really that great of a shot either.
No. He's still up there.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been putting that thing 5 feet from the pin.
Right. It's GT right in the open. I
Get up.
expect this one to be
Oh.
right there.
Oh, that was what? Okay, I thought that was.
Yeah, it was short. It was
I
a little
thought-
short, but
Hey, that angle though.
yeah. No, it looked like it was about to go in. Here's Coda.
Oh no!
Oh, just barely finding the tree.
And he needs to
That's
make
a-
that putt too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long putt.
What?
Luke literally landing
How does that stay
in
up?
the tree. Wow. I have never seen that before. How does that not roll down?
I mean, I took
the trunk?
physics. I took physics in high school, and I feel like,
Oh, Mr.
well,
Physics
you know,
professional.
it was just the regular physics, no AP or anything. That disc should not be in the tree. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Coda making his putt.
That was big time putt. He needed that. Get a little security behind him.
Yeah. Getting that 2-stroke lead. GT makes good for the birdie as well, moving to 13 under par. Luke with an unfortunate par there. Still 6 under par for the round, though. Nothing to complain about.
No.
And he has Coda ahead of him, which is pretty scary. Hole 12.
That is scary.
Or hole 12. Hole 20, this is a par 3. It's 282 feet. This one's tucked into the woods. There's not really a line straight. There is kind of a forehand line, but we haven't seen anybody take it thus far. Most of these guys are going to be opting for the big spike hyzer over the top of the trees to give themselves a look here.
Nolan playing his pretty wide, and he's going to pay for it. He's going to be about, I don't know, 80 feet right of the basket.
Yeah, that's a long putt. Coda is putting this one a little bit tighter. And
It's
he's
just so hard to sneak through there.
Yeah, he's going to be left with about 45 feet there. GT putting his out higher, trying to get it to carry left more.
Is that deep?
And yeah, that's a little deep up on the hill. He'll have
About 20, 25 probably.
yeah. There might be a little couple skinny trees in his way on his putt.
Ooh, getting some wind lift there, and that's going way left. Oh, but the tree kind of slowed
yeah.
it down. He's going to be in position there.
Yep. He's only left with about 25 feet. Here's Nolan from about 40. Oh, nicking the chains. Oh, Coda just a little bit low.
He wanted that so bad.
Yeah, especially with Luke sitting right there.
GT's putting a little bit too much hyzer on that putt. There it is. 1-stroke ball game now.
24 under par. 7 down for the round.
Nolan tapping in his par. He'll stay at 18 under par. Coda with the unfortunate par. He was definitely wanting that birdie.
Yeah. It's a good putt, just a tad bit too low. GT definitely wanted that one as well. He's made his way under par for the round, though.
Yes.
Which is fantastic, considering he was three big at one point.
Yeah.
So, hole 21. This is a par 3. It is 428 feet. This is a blind shot as well. You're really just trying to throw a distance driver straight, and you either want to get right of this tree right here or underneath it for maybe a little bit of a slide up. But it's really hard to get inside the circle on this drive. You really just have to hit the perfect gap leading up to the basket. It's fairly open, the majority of the fairway, but like I said, it's just so hard to get up to the basket past that tree.
Yeah, and the fact that the ground kind of is like a little bit uphill past those trees makes it even harder to get all the way up there.
Yeah. And Luke,
that's as good. I mean, that's really like as good as you're asking for, though. If you're under those trees, you have a look for a two.
Yeah.
We saw a couple guys go out of bounds on the right side last round. Believe wasn't GT one of them? I think he was.
Yeah. And Nolan's gonna be right there, just left of Luke. They both have long putts. Coda pumping one out there, and that will most likely be at the bottom of the hill, close to the tree.
Oh, this is a crush.
This is looking really nice, and yeah, gets right of the tree.
That's the best shot I see on this whole tournament.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you get right of that tree, you can get right there where GT is.
Good run there from Nolan.
Luke giving it a little bit of a run as well.
Oh, I'm so happy he got that birdie.
Yeah, that's such a good birdie.
That's a special one, yeah.
You're getting a stroke on the field on that birdie for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Nolan taking the par. Coda as well. We must have missed his putt.
Yeah, he just kind of pitched it up there.
Yeah. All right, hole 22. This is a par 4, my personal favorite of the temp holes. As you can see, you're just throwing over the pond, really picturesque. You got the fountain there. You're really just trying to throw either a straight shot through the trees on the right side or where the drone is flying right now. There's a landing zone up here to the left, so you can throw a little hyzer. And then from there, you have an upshot leading up to this basket, which is on a little hill. You just have to be careful of going long on your upshot, but fairly easy par 4.
Yeah,
as long as you can get close enough on your first shot.
Yeah. You also got to be a little bit weary of that parking lot off your drive. I've seen a couple guys get pretty close to that, so you just got to be a little bit careful.
GT's going for that straight gap. Oh,
that was good. I feel like that had a lot of skip potential there.
Yeah, that was going to be way up there.
Yeah.
But just finds the root.
Luke trying to go inside that tree, just clips a branch.
He luckily stayed in bounds there.
Right.
He hit that tiny little wall of bricks, or else that was sliding out of bounds. Nolan goes wide of the tree, and that is great positioning there.
I assume Coda's just trying to try to keep this thing in bounds. Oh, he's playing that left side.
Yeah, playing
you
it
see
safe.
those people move, they're like, oh, that's coming right at me.
Playing it real safe.
Yeah, and that actually opens up your upshot a little bit. It's not quite as uphill as it is from down where these guys are at. Okay.
Luke gets it up there. He's going to be about 20 feet. GT going for the forehand as well. And that's going to be pretty well short down the hill, but still a putt.
Yeah, he was kind of limited on that arm movement with the tree right next to him.
Yeah.
Man, we're seeing a
Coda.
lot of crappy rollaways, honestly.
Yeah, just weird rolls. But Coda needs this to put the pressure on Luke.
Yeah, and you can tell he just kind of babied it at the very end.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite follow through. There you go.
GT with a nice birdie, moving to 15 under par. We got Nolan for his birdie.
Beautiful.
Great putt from Nolan. Luke making the birdie to tie this back up.
Yeah, he got pumped up after this hole.
Yeah.
You can kind of see an attitude switch in him where he was just straight competitor at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, tied up. Going into a must-get birdie hole.
Yeah, that's some pressure.
I mean, this is hole 23. It is a par 3, 330 feet. It's really just a forehand with something overstable. You want to play that right side and just have it skip up to the basket. You want to be careful of taking too big of a skip because there is the sidewalk on the right side that plays out of bounds, but this is a fairly simple forehand hyzer skip shot for these guys.
GT just hanging out that hyzer on the left side, and perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what you got to do. See if Luke can put it close here. Get some pressure on Coda.
I'd call that pressure.
That is pressure for sure. He's only about 15 feet. Nolan opting for the turnover line as he does. He's so good at it.
Look
It just
at
needs
that.
to carry right, and it
Is
does.
Man, that was
He
nice.
sits right there. He's going to be about 30 feet there, maybe just inside the circle. Here's Coda. Really needing to put this as close as possible.
It's looking pretty good so far. A little bit
Yeah.
short.
But that'll work. That's a makeable putt right there.
It's probably not what you want after that missed short putt he just had, but absolutely doable.
Nolan moving to 20 under par.
Nolan's got such a simple putt, and it is really nice.
Yeah.
Works out really great for him.
Coda. Oh, no. That is a very unfortunate missed putt from Coda.
Yeah, I feel like the pressure had to have gotten to him there, right? I mean, he makes that putt all day.
Yeah. Luke's right here for a tap-in birdie
For the one-stroke lead.
going into the last hole.
And that last hole is no joke either.
No, it's one of the more difficult holes out here.
Yeah.
Coda's not happy about that. All right, hole 24, last hole of the 2019 Veterans Park Open. This is a par 4. They have moved this one back about 150 to 200 feet from the original tee pad. It's very similar to hole 2 in regards to the tunnel, but this one's different in the fact that it's uphill the majority of the way to the basket. So you're really just trying to stay in the fairway like hole 2 and leave yourself with as clean of an upshot as you can from your second shot. So there is OB on the left side as well, which comes into play. So you do have to be careful as a right-hand backhand player from going left into that out of bounds. So
GT putting in the perfect spot for the backhand.
yeah, that's really as good as you can put it right there.
Yeah, and this is just such a great finishing hole in my opinion. There's just something about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Luke focusing in, trying to execute this shot perfectly here. Trying to secure the win.
And that needs to...
Oh. Dude, that could have went OB so
Wow.
easily.
That was the luckiest break. It hit that tree dead center and could have easily just dropped straight out of bounds,
Oh,
but
for sure.
got the kick out to the fairway, and he's going to be safe.
Yeah, but a lot of work to do, though.
Yeah. There's a lot of work, and if Cota can get this far enough up there to give himself a look to take the 3, we could have a playoff here. And
No
it's
way.
just inside.
How did they both hit that?
But Coda's going to be in a little bit more favorable of a position. Luke
Trying to avoid that OB on the left.
plays it safe.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he needed to do right there. Just play it safe on that left side, lay up, take your 4, put the pressure on Cota here.
Coda's going roller.
Yeah, that's all he had from over there.
And he is like a roller specialist, especially when it comes to like getting out of tricky spots. He's very I don't know, dynamic with that shot.
Yeah. But that one just went too far right on him. But
Ooh, getting a little bit of a lift there to help it travel, and wow.
Buttery shot from Nolan.
That was so smooth.
Such a pretty turnover. GT.
He's been throwing that forehand up shot really well this tournament.
Yeah, I would expect him to put it real close here. Whoa.
Yeah, that uphill just eliminated all the skip it was about to have.
Yeah, it literally just stopped dead in its tracks, like mid-skip almost.
Yep.
That was crazy.
All right, it looks like Coda's got to sink it here to tie it up.
Yeah. Oh, and he doesn't sink it or attempt it.
He just doesn't really have the room, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think the low ceiling with the branches kind of took that shot away.
Right. GT finish off the round hot.
Oh.
Okay.
I was about to say
That
he wasn't even watching that disc, but that thing was
it could've-
moving.
Yeah, if it hit that little downhill slope, that could have rolled a lot further, but luckily sat down. Cota tapping in the par. Here we have Luke for the win. Oh, yeah.
Well done, sir.
Luke Humphreys, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Luke, by the way, for coming on the GK Pro commentary last week for Oklahoma Open. He was disappointed he didn't make it on the coverage last week, and really
made up for it.
Yeah, came back with a vengeance here at VPO, especially second round, and has the win. So huge congrats to him. And Nolan Grider
finishing super strong.
Finishing real strong. Great tournament. Always a pleasure to watch him play. Here we have your 2019 Veterans Park Open champion, Luke Humphreys. Cota Hatfield, second place, outright at 25 under par.
He had it at the very end, just let it slip between his fingers.
Right, and then we got Nolan Grider sitting at 21 under par. Greg Barsby coming back, third round, shooting the hot fire. He has tied for third place with Nolan Grider, so great last round from him, and we hope you guys enjoyed the coverage.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We'll see you guys for the next tournament.